Hello, people. I wasn't going to do a video today, but Sammy Gravano came out with his season one first show, and it was a doozy. I mean, he dedicated his first season, his show of the fourth season, his first episode, to going after the Gottis. And not only did he go after them, he went after them viciously. I'm going to play this, I'm going to discuss this, and I would like you to give your opinion underneath this video in a message board. Tell me if you think he's right, wrong. Uh, I have no opinion on it. What I'm doing is I'm playing it because it should be played, and that's the way we do things. And I'm not going to do it from one way, one direction or another. I'm not going to do it behind Gotti or behind Gravano. I want you guys to tell me what you think because it was hard hitting. There's no doubt. And if you haven't seen this yet, you got to see this. And it's kind of a surprise because he's going after the Gottis before, but not nearly as hard as he did in this show. He literally went after every man in the family, which was kind of a surprise. You figured you start for his season four, you get on to something new, but I guess he wanted to clear the air, or he's up to something. What is he up to? Does he want to affect Witch Sect Mafia? Does he want to counter-strike before it comes out? Maybe. But he's really sending a message. And the difference between Sammy now and 20 years ago is he has 500,000 followers. And there's nothing, he doesn't seem very scared about this. And he seems to have a really peculiar and particular beef with Peter Gotti more than anybody. And Peter Gotti passed away, I believe, last year. I'm not too sure, but I know he passed away. And he went after him, and he said quite a few things that were very mean stuff. He went after his looks, his intelligence, everything. But I'm going to play that part, and then we're going to discuss it as soon as it's done. Let me get going with this right now.
To go do a piece of fucking work, like I just talked about. Or it even affects some of them who wind up being a captain. Peter Gotti was a sanitation worker. Now, no disrespect to sanitation workers. There's a lot of tough sanitation workers I know, I grew up with. But this guy's a sanitation worker all his life. He's a fucking another jerk off, Peter Gotti. And he was in the club, coffee. It was like that guy Spider. Little fellas, get me coffee.
The worst thing you could do to a mobster is compare them to Spider. Spider was in Goodfellas, and Spider was getting coffee. He didn't get it quick enough for Paulie, and Paulie shot him and killed him.
Get this, get that. And he would cut the game. So you want to make him, it's understandable. People will leave him envelopes, messages maybe. So he's a friend of ours now. He's not a total mutt. He's a garbage guy, he's okay. But really don't belong in the life. But is the boss's buddy, you can make him. Then they made him a captain. This guy's a complete imbecile. He shook down an actor. And he goes to shake down an actor, and he uses a captain who controls.
What he's talking about is Peter Gotti and a captain shook down Steven Seagal, and Steven Seagal, being the tough guy that he is, ran to the FBI. And basically, they put up a sting, and they arrested Peter Gotti and the captain, and they both went to prison for it.
Controls the peers. Both of them get pinched. You're the acting boss. You're in a big position, and you're going to shake down an actor for bullshit money? And then you're going to use an important captain who's controlling the peers. Now you knocked him out of a position. But that's Peter Gotti, a fucking imbecile. I think he died. He had one eye hanging out of his fucking head. He looked like Igor's mother. And later on, they vote him in to be the boss. No, and nobody wants to be the boss no more, except for this fucking moron. And he's the one time before I flipped, I was with John in jail. You almost need my wife for this fucking story. Oh, my wife, when I was in jail, she come an hour before the visit. waiting online, so she's forced to get in to see me. I guess she loved me a little bit. And Peter Gotti would come in, and maybe 2-3 people, her and 2-3 people ahead of him. So when I would get called, Gravano, I go out. John he'd be sitting there waiting to be called. 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, all right, Gotti, you got a visit. It killed him that I went first. This fucking narcissist. He was crazy in prison. And
all gangsters are narcissists, not just John Gotti. Sammy, you're a narcissist too. All gangsters are narcissists.
He tells his brother, you better come here fucking early. He gets called out before me all the time. I'm the fucking boss. So my wife didn't give a fuck who told her what. She's going to be here an hour before. Now, he sees her going in. He stops his car, thinks he threw it in neutral or in park. He threw it in neutral, jumps out to run ahead of her. And the car rolls down the hill and crashes into 2-3 parked cars. And he tells, oh my God, don't tell my brother, please, Deborah, and please don't go before me. So my wife told me the story when she came in. So I said, listen, bro, you could take orders from Stein, but not Igor. Don't fuck Igor. Don't even worry about him. Tell him to go fuck himself. Tell him whatever you want, bro. Believe me. And if he says something, just bitch slap him and go get in the car.
You could take orders from Frankenstein, but not Igor. I mean, that is about as hard as you can hit somebody without cursing or swearing. I mean, the fact that Sammy could think of these cracks shows that he's pretty sharp for his age. Or unless he's reading a cue card, I don't know. But that was a sharp remark.
My wife says, I ain't going to do something like that. All right, then don't do it. But this is the Gotti clan. John Jr. did not belong in the... Now, he's not like Richie. I don't want to put him in the same category, or Igor. He's not like them. But he don't belong in the life either. I give you an example. Let me tell you a little example about him. So I'm going to fuck with the whole family. They're going to sound on me anyway. But we go to a restaurant. I got a meeting with John in Queens. They go to a restaurant. I was never in this restaurant. But I go in the restaurant and John Jr. is sitting there. I sit down. The waiter comes over. And the waiter, Mr. Gotti, what would you like? He's waiting on him. He says, oh, what's wrong with you? You wait on him first, because I'm the underboss. So I said, John, he knows you. He knows your father. He's not going to wait. He don't know who I am. I could be don't ask him what he wants. Don't yell at the guy. Don't worry about it. Later, he comes over. You know, they're suave. He's got a towel wrapped around his hand, the waiter, and he gets the wine and he pours it with the bottle backwards. John Gotti Jr. flips out on the guy. What the fuck is wrong with you? Never do something like that. I said, bro. I told to the waiter, please excuse us for a minute. Get the fuck out of here for a few minutes, bro. I said, what are you doing? You know what he's doing? I'll tell you why it bothered him. In Italy, Sicily, a long time ago, the families would meet in their houses. So let's say I'm sitting with my brother-in-law, my uncle, my cousin, and then we're going to sit together. The women cook. They get out of the room. They don't listen to the men. And then the boss, me, I would take the wine and I pour it straight like that. I pour it into the glass. If I come to you and I pour the wine backwards, that tells all of them, without saying one word, he's no good. Don't talk in front of him. It's an old custom. Most mafiosos don't even notice. Maybe it's the first time you guys are going to hear this. So John must have told him that story. So when the waiter serves me backwards, he goes into a shit fit. But the waiter don't know what he's doing. He's being suave. So I told him, calm the fuck down. The waiter knows your father. He knows you. He doesn't know me. He's not being disrespectful. He's waiting on you first. He's supposed to do that. And he don't know nothing about this thing backwards. Is that what you're yelling at? Yeah. You're never supposed to do it. People don't know that. You'll see when you go out. A lot of us don't know it. I didn't know it until the old man Tyler was telling me a story about Sicily way back then. Now, you would never know it unless your father must have heard it somewhere and he told you. So calm down. Calm down. He's a waiter, and he's not being disrespectful. So this is the Gotti clan. If you notice, Big Louie's at a lot of these meetings. Big Louie is now a captain. He's got some guys, Vinny Oil, and a few people.
Okay, I stopped that because there's a chance I'll get struck in this video, but I shouldn't because I have fair use. So we'll see, but I'm going to put it up anyway because I wanted you guys to see it. I'm willing to take the chance for that. So underneath in the message, I'd like you guys to leave some messages. Tell me what you think. Do you think that Sammy went too far or not far enough? Why do you think Sammy is attacking the Gottis as hard as he did today? I mean, he attacked all the men. Two of the men, well, he didn't attack Gene Gotti because Gene Gotti was made before any of them, and Gene Gotti is a real guy. But you got to remember, Peter Gotti spent a long time in jail. He did his time. And so did Gene, and so did John and Junior. They all did a lot of time. You can't take that away from them. But that's not what this is about. What this show is about is why did he do this? There's a reason. It's calculated. You're going to start season 4 with your first podcast coming out blazing against the Gottis. You know why? What I think he has 500,000 followers. He's trying to strike before Woodstock Mafia comes out. Because I'm pretty sure Woodstock Mafia is going to have a lot to do with him. I might be wrong. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the message post. But I really want to know what you guys think. I'm just trying to give you good content, and you guys can tell me what you think. And I'm going to end this on one note. Once again, somebody is trying to suggest people are buying subs. I can't speak for the other people on whether they're buying subs. But if you look underneath any of my shows, you will see how many people say I'm new to here. There's never been a sub bought here. I have never, ever bought a sub. And the guy saying it is a liar. A liar. And you know why he's a liar? Because his show is going down the toilet. He is going left when 80% of this genre is right. So if he's hoping to gain, and he's going as far left as he's going, attacking Texas, attacking Fox News, attacking Republicans, he did that all in one show last night. So basically, the people in his chat room, they are what they are. They're just like him. So they're willing to listen to this guy. But see, there's only so many of them. So unless he's going to come up with a miracle, have an interview with maybe Barack Obama or something, this is it. This is what he's doing to himself. And he wants to blame other people because they're growing and he's not. And it's like I said, I can't speak for other people. I don't know what they're doing. Only they know. But I do know what I'm doing. I don't buy subs. I don't buy views. I put up good product. And that's what I've been doing. Look at my views on my shows. I got 12,000 on one Sammy Gravano video. I got 40,000 subs on 4 Sammy Gravano videos. Maybe if you know what to put up, you would do better. Instead of attacking people and tearing people's lives apart and being the horrible human being you are. Nobody cares about you. Nobody is jealous of you. This is all in your head, talking about narcissist. With that, I like to say, please sub to my channel. Please hit that bell. Reminder, like button. If you could do that, I'd appreciate it. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this show. And tell me what you think. Take care, people.